What up, guys? We are on another adventure tonight. We are headed to a dance studio called Ballet, Vermont. We're going to be taking a couple classes there. Yeah. Not ballet tonight, though I have taken ballet as an adult. We're going to be taking a contemporary class and an improv dance class. Very fluid, very dynamic, but more importantly, after that, we have the studio rented for 2 hours of solo rehearsal and solo cypher. So you guys will get to see a little bit more of my range. You'll be able to see me breaking, which I am incredibly excited about. And then after that, we're going to do another van camp out, and we are going to be driving north for a couple of hours, actually. And we're going to be driving at the front of a storm, basically, is what it looks like. A winter storm that's going to be rolling in right behind us that we really don't want to get caught in. But we will address that once we are done with having fun. All right, let's get moving. All right, here we are at Ballet, Vermont. Just a quick clarification. I'm not going to be filming any of the dance classes. The reason for that is because these classes are in some ways a little bit like the gym. There's no real expectation of being filmed when you go to the gym. Most people who go to the gym are not dressed to be filmed, you know, they're not, women typically aren't wearing makeup that they would normally wear if they were expecting to have a camera thrust into their face. This studio has been really kind to me, really open to me. I've sort of become a part of the dance community here, and I just wouldn't be comfortable, you know, dropping down a tripod and filming a class. Even, you know, if I asked, it kind of puts the onus on them to take issue with it rather than me just being respectful and kind of knowing better than to expect people to just be totally cool and comfortable with somebody filming them without prior knowledge. You know, it would be one thing if I'd explained ahead of time, but I haven't explained ahead of time. There may be classes in the future that I do film that are more appropriate for me to include in a video like this. But it's all good. We are going to have a really dope session after these classes, and you guys will still be able to see the space. Yeah? So I'm going to head on in. I will see you after these classes, and we will get down to business. And here is Ballet Vermont's studio space. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it. This is not an insurmountable problem. I can have a barefoot breaking session. right, it's 8:20 right now. I'm gonna start working on the piece, the migrant body, at 8:30. All right, you heard it. You heard it. It's a promise. All right, I just finished at the studio. It went really well overall. I'll talk more about it after. I'm just stopping to get gas real quick. I had the studio's director of communications do a bit of filming on their awesome slide camera setup. So assuming I manage to get those files, they will be directly after this explanation of this clip that I got with dual angles that hopefully turned out pretty well. Shout out to B-Boy Vero for studio usage only. B-Boys watching this, they know. They would call me out in the comments. Feel free to call me out in the comments anyway if you understand that inside joke. Anyway, I will see you guys when I reach my destination. All right, here we are. We have arrived. I'm staying at my mom's house for tonight. I'm going to be staying in the van, but I'm parked on her lawn in a little spot in the snow that my little brother cleared out for me. We didn't end up getting a blizzard in this area. I don't know. There was a winter weather warning that actually, hit my phone up this morning. It had me really paranoid that everything was going to be canceled or shut down. I had rented studio space, as you guys heard earlier, and it would have been kind of a pain to have to juggle my schedule around to find another 2-hour chunk that I could devote to dancing. But no snow whatsoever. And it's pretty late right now. The winter weather warning was for starting at 7. It's after 11 right now. I am totally wiped. I am going to cook some food, just a really simple meal. Probably play a small amount of video games. I apologize for not having shots of me pulling in and showing you more of the area. There's not really much to see right now because it's dark and there's not a ton here to begin with. No interesting falling snow. I will show you guys around in the morning. So real quick, before we start cooking, I did not leave Ballet Vermont empty-handed tonight. Yeah, they were doing a promotion for their 1-year anniversary, giving out some freebies, and I made off with a very nice unisex tank top, which, if I'm being honest, I think it fits me pretty well. I'm not gonna wear it for long because it's actually a little bit chilly. A little bit chilly out. I think it's just below freezing, which is right at the point where I can still make do with the electric blanket. I can make do with my setup in here. I can make do with my sleeping bag. But it takes a little bit more strategy. It's not super comfortable to just be out chilling in the van for long periods of time. I don't have a heater in here. A lot of people have recommended one of the Chinese diesel heaters, and I actually was really thinking about installing one in here. The only reason I hesitated is because I already put one hole in the van for the roof vent, and I felt like if I could get away with not having to put another hole in the van, in the floor of the van, that'd be pretty cool. I might have to, though. So far, just picking warmer days in the winter to camp not even just picking the warmer days, but avoiding the colder days, because we actually haven't had all that many, you know, freezing, negative, 10-degree Fahrenheit days. It's been pretty warm, and you can take advantage of trends and weather moving in a warmer direction if you're a van lifer and if you're smart. So food-wise, there is nothing major happening tonight. Got my single burner, which this is probably going to be one of the things I look toward upgrading sooner rather than later. I've noticed just how much only having a single burner limits me in terms of meals. Tonight, the determining factor was a lot less about having a single burner and a lot more about me knowing that I was going to be exhausted by the time I got here at this time of night. I did future me a favor, and I did not schedule any complicated meals that I would either struggle to cook all of or feel bad about not cooking all of and having leftover ingredients that I have to lug around. I really just wanted to bring enough food to eat a quick, simple, plain meal and make it through to the morning. So we are going to be doing a pan right here, the lid. We're going to be doing rice and peas. I am exhausted right now. Pouring water into the pan, boil the water, get the rice going. I know how to do this. We've been here before, man. We've been here many, many times before. The thing about being tired after doing something that you enjoy, doing something that you love, is that it's always a good feeling of tiredness. It always feels like you earned it. It always feels like you accomplished something. It's not always the case that you did accomplish anything, you know. Tonight I do feel like I accomplished something. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. The studio's full of great people, really passionate dancers. The improv class was awesome. We did some partnering work. We did some group energy work type stuff. Locking in. Burner. Let's get this bad boy going. Afterward, I had a really good solo rehearsal. There were some issues filming and also playing music at the same time that I didn't properly plan for ahead of time. I bet you guys can guess what they are if you can also guess what I'm filming this on right now. So it goes. So it goes. Frozen peas. Not quite as frozen as they once were, but that's going to work in our favor when you throw them in with the rice. I'm just doing it all in one pot. I don't usually do that, but I'm tired, and I give myself a free pass to cut corners when I'm tired. Because you gotta. It's hard out there. It is hard out there. You know. I give you permission to cut all the corners you want to cut when you're tired. Give yourself a break. It's really what life comes down to. Just deciding when you've earned that break. Alright, I'm gonna let the rice go maybe like 5 minutes or so. I just want the water on top to calm down a little bit so that when I throw the peas on, they don't like aggressively soak into the rice. I want everything to have kind of its own flavor. It'll probably all taste the same when I'm eating it, but this is just the way that makes sense to do it. One of many, there's probably many sensible ways to do it, but this is the way I've chosen, you know. The path I've chosen. So one of the similarities that I see between van life and what I've been doing in my own life, separate from the van stuff, the dancing, the creativity in general, I guess you could extend that to these videos even, is that there's a degree of intention to both. That if you can recognize it and find ways to harness it and live your life around it, you will just find a lot more satisfaction. Not necessarily just raw happiness, but a lot more satisfaction from a job well done. Even in terms of like what your van build consists of, what you decide to include within it, it's all about intention. It's all about what you want, what you need, what you feel like suits your life. You can kind of take that process and apply it to a lot of things in life. It's easy to look at van life, especially people who are traveling constantly, people who are living full-time, and to see it as being kind of an aimless form of life where they don't know where they're going to sleep each night. They don't know which direction they're going to head in. But ultimately, they do make a choice every night where they're going to sleep, every night, every day, which direction they're going to head in. Those choices are a lot more valuable to character growth and to becoming someone new in life, someone new that you intend to be, than I think a lot of times just staying in one place and waiting for things to happen can be. I say that as somebody who, like, I'm at my mom's house right now. I'm outside in my van. There's actually nowhere for me to really sleep in there anyway. There is a couch, a fold-out couch, but it's in their living room. It's just a situation where it's 100% more comfortable in my van, even in colder weather. All right, peas are going in. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so simple. But I would take this over, like, you know, ramen noodles that they'd cook a little bit quicker, but with, like, a similar level of effort, really. Just noodles cooking. Rice and peas, man. So underrated. So underrated. Getting the electric blanket turned on as it is a little bit chilly in here. I found it. I'm so glad I found these. I wasn't sure if I'd brought them with me or not. It would have been a pain to figure out what to do with my contacts without this. For those who were looking carefully or really at all in my earlier video, you might have noticed that my roof vent is not currently hitched up. The electrical lines just come loose and I gotta fix it. And I will fix it when I need to, which is not right now. I'll fix it within the next few days. It's always good to have everything in working order, even, you know, I'm not using it during the winter, but I will be. Come spring, come summer. Better believe it. Oh, this thing's getting warm already, man. Nice. You got that kind of like ambient warmed seat warmth coming, even though I'm just sitting on this electric blanket. It is so cozy to wrap yourself up with an electric blanket and just be chilling in the van, sleeping. You can tell where my mind's at right now, I'm sure. Yeah, this food's probably done. I'm gonna get it plated up. Rice and peas. Rice and beans, also. Sleeper hit. Tonight we're doing rice and peas, though, which I also love. I think I love rice and peas more than rice and beans. It's just got like a greener flavor to it. I don't know if it's healthier, but to me, it hits the spot a little bit more. All right, we're talking the most basic of basic van life meal, okay? It's rice, it's peas, it's steaming. You gotta appreciate the steam emanating from that. Oh, it's so warm. Just like a quick warm meal Took no time at all. More importantly than the fact that it took no time at all, it took no effort at all. That is good. Now I'm gonna devour this in an amount of time that makes me feel like if you've ever seen like a hungry dog be set in front of their bowl of food before, yeah, that's the mode I'm in right now.
Look at them, they're cute. Let me catch the bait real quick. Damn, now I can't catch any bait.
Okay. I am going to eat some candy. I'm going to take my contacts out and I'm going to curl up and go to bed after I brush my teeth and after I put all this away. 18 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, so colder than expected, but still no snow. I think I would have taken snow over colder temperatures, but you know, 18 isn't really that bad for my van, for my setup. I'm saying, electric blankets, cozy. Get on that cozy electric blanket life. Morning. So I made it through the night. It honestly was not that bad. But yeah, it got down below freezing for sure out there. Probably to some degree for some period of time in here, but you know, water still unfrozen. It's kind of like the proof that it didn't get that cold in here. But yeah, we did get some snow. Not really a ton. There's more coming down for sure. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's coming down pretty hard right now. All in all, I would call that a success. I stayed really warm. It does turn into a bit of a game of stay under the heated blanket, and there's definitely a benefit in wearing a hoodie so that you can bundle up your head and you don't really have to worry about your ears getting cold. You know, the top of the head, you can cover as much as you can, you know, comfortably secure, comfortably lock down, keep all the warmth in. But I slept really, really comfortably. I got more sleep tonight, last night, than I did the night before in my own bed in my apartment. It's very cozy. I think there is an aspect of just the cold that makes it sometimes a lot easier to sleep, because your body knows that sleep is like a way of skipping through it, you know? Or maybe it's just like the hibernation instincts kicking in. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.